Welcome to the Chandelier Bros. My name is Joe,
I'm Ross.
I'm Darren.
and we are the Chandelier Bros. This show is spawned off of a yearly meeting we'd have in Vegas in the Chandelier Bar, and now we're trying to recreate it more than once a year so that you guys can enjoy it too, and it's fun for us as well. But how you guys doing?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I was telling you guys about this past weekend. I used Domino's pinpoint delivery.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's pretty. It works pretty well. I wanted to screw one of my neighbors. They delivered a pizza right to his pool.
No, you didn't.
Dropped it right there. Yeah.
What kind of
So what? Extra
What kind-
pepperoni. The way you like
extra pepperoni?
Yeah.
Did you so did you like watch from your window to like see him deliver it and stuff?
Fuck right, I did.
He has a view of somebody's pool from his window, so
So
Good thing.
if somebody delivered a pizza to my place without telling me, that
But
usually means
you're in
that's-
you can't do floors. I don't think you could do floors.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to put an address in. I didn't mess with it too much. We were just it's sort of one of those things where, you drink, you get drunk, and then next thing you know, there's DoorDash. So
yeah.
sometimes it's pinpoint delivery, sometimes it's Taco Bell, Burger King.
oh
Um,
jeez.
I
half
love
the
Taco
time,
Bell.
White Castle. Don't forget White Castle now.
no, we don't eat White Castle.
Yeah, okay, all right. You don't like White Castle. Everybody else does. You
What's
know?
the last time you had White Castle, Darren?
Oh man, long time ago.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't
He
even
had
know.
it for dinner, dude. He had it for dinner. He hates up.
Dude,
He had it
Dude,
for
those
White
dinner.
sliders?
Castle, White Castle is a treat for me because nobody around me likes when I eat White Castle because it's terrible for the family, you know?
Oh, dude, it's terrible for everybody in the room.
Yeah, you know?
That's like the one reason I like eating it is to see
Yeah.
like how deadly I can make the space around.
Exactly. So when I'm in New York, right? I'm in a hotel. I could go get it, eat some. I'll be all right. You know?
You better do it next week when you're in New York, because
No. I got 3 days with in the city. Ain't gonna happen. But Dorian will literally kick me in the head or something. Can't have that.
So
You know?
when White Castle have drive-throughs or no? Are there drive-through White Castles?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we got,
So
we
when
got
you
one here in Chicago.
So Darren, when you go do some damage and order up a crave case, do you order 2 drinks so people think
No,
it's
I
for
don't.
2
I don't
people?
drink it by myself. We had. I told you, man. The one we had in the office that was delicious. That was good.
I
I,
never see the guy grin so hot. It was like
Wait,
he
you have a
lost his.
picture of it, so-
It was like the grin he had after he lost his virginity.
It's a
Like,
happy
that's
day.
what
man.
it was,
I
right?
have
That
seen
White Castle closed down, by the way. So they
I have
don't close to the office anymore.
I have seen that picture. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of crave cases, my buddy for every Super Bowl, I usually throw a Super Bowl party. That's what he brings to the Super Bowl party is a box of. He brings a crave case. Of
I'm gonna make a note of
sliders.
that. That's what I want for my
So-
Super Bowl party this year.
So let me ask you: are there? I'm asking the connoisseur of White Castle here. Are there any sort of we talked about sporting events last show, but are there any sort of events you do with the crave cases where you're like, all right, you can't get up and take a shit until you finish this, like Edward 40 hands,
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that game. I used to play that game. I played that game one time, and it wasn't good for me.
Wait,
It was
you're talking about White Castle?
No,
There is a
I'm talking
game.
about Edward 40 hands, man. That's woo.
Yeah.
What
It
was
goes
your
down.
what was your 40 of choice? King Cobra, or you were like an old guy?
Old Ides, old English.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
old D.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. The real 40 ounces. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Dude,
I used to like the King Cobra stuff. I think it was
between
called Cobra.
1 p.m. and 3
What?
p.m. in the evening,
What
I'm
was that?
down 40 ounces.
But how does that
Four?
work? Wait, did you tape your hands? They retaped your hands, or no?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
did they just refill the bottle that was in your
No,
hand
you
already?
can't.
Would they
you can-
funnel
yeah,
it?
no. They retape your hands and go to work. You know what I mean?
How was it getting the tape off your hands? Do you have a hairy hands?
Everybody know you can't really cheat, right? You're gonna tape your hand. You're gonna just some duct tape. You're all right. They didn't do surgery and tape it to your hand. But I tell you this: don't ever do that
No.
because you'll end up in places where you don't want to end up.
Wait,
Yeah.
but let me ask you: hold on. So, what was the motivation to do 4? Like, I thought it's only 2.
I had to win.
Why do you,
I didn't want a participation trophy. I wanted to win.
isn't it the first person that finishes that wins? Or it was a tie and you had to break the
No,
tie?
it was the more you drink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you?
Sounds like
We
intelligent
bought 12
people.
of those things, and there was about 4 of us there. 4 or 5 of us.
So
Well, that's only
when you
2
drink,
a person.
Yeah, but I got 4 of them.
Oh, so you
When you-
won. You
Yeah,
won, but you
4.
lost.
I won, but I lost because my lovely friends, who are still my friends to this day, decided to, after they couldn't carry me home because we had to walk like 6 blocks to the train station.
Where
They
were
couldn't
you?
leave me.
Where were you when you?
We were working at the heliport in Manhattan.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So what happened was they had they couldn't carry me 6 blocks. I was a big guy back then too. So they couldn't leave me inside the building because I would have woken up. I would have set off the alarm, and then Pat would have gotten called. And
He would have woken up and Billy Joel would have been there, been like, "What the hell are you doing?"
So they decided to do the next logical thing: put me inside the dumpster. Pretty sure they threw me in there. They didn't put me in there.
That's the next logical thing, is to throw you in a dumpster.
Very resourceful. They could have left you on the street like a homeless person.
They put me in there. But the dumpster is separated from the main street, so you can't you wasn't gonna find a homeless person going through the dumpster and find me in there sleeping.
This was one of the nicer dumpsters.
Yeah,
it wasn't a nice dumpster. It was a dumpster.
This is a 4-star.
It was an upper West Side dumpster.
Yes, it was, and it was closer. It was like, I think it was It was Labor Day weekend too. They did this shit because we were cutting. We had to close at 5, so by 4 o'clock in the evening, they had to find something to do to me, man.
So your dumpster anniversary is coming up.
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna celebrate by going back to this?
I'm gonna go back.
What I'm gonna do?
Yeah. Now there's a new company there called Blade. I don't think they use the dumpster anymore.
Oh, the pizza place?
Darren,
no,
Blade is a helicopter.
Yeah.
But Darren, if you want, I'm being kind here. If you want, you give me the geolocation of that. I'll pinpoint a pizza right there for you to celebrate.
I'm pretty sure you would too. Wait a second. Let me set my location on Apple.
I'll throw in on that too.
Yeah, we'll do it right. We'll get you 2.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a meat guy. Pizza. Meatballs and pepperoni.
Cheesy crust, stuffed crust. What's stuffed crust? I don't know. What's that? Pizza Hut?
Oh yeah.
Domino's. Oh my god! Look at this guy. It's that dumpster juice.
Yeah,
it's a respiratory thing.
He still has the dumpster sickness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every time around this time of year, every year.
Joe, let me tell you, that's how COVID started. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Right?
Messing with the animals in that dumpster.
I'm telling you, there were rats inside the cats in there. There's rats that cats wouldn't fight in there.
How'd they get in? Their buddies throw them in too?
Yeah.
No. I don't know if their buddy threw them in the dumpster, but
did they throw you in with Did they throw you in with the 40 still attached to your hand?
Oh, that was my next.
No. They were kind enough because they didn't want to break those and cut my hand now.
Yeah, right. Well, I was going to ask first, how do you go to the bathroom?
I'm going to tell you this, right? 40 ounces, you pee yourself. And I don't admit it, man. I'll tell you this much. It was terrible.
So when you go there this year, when we pinpoint you some pizza,
you could absolutely do that. I'm still talking about wait for my pizza. I won't go inside.
Do they also pinpoint like 40s? We can send them a few 40s.
Dude,
relive the whole experience.
Well, there's what's the other? I forgot that company. There's a liquor. Yeah, Drizzly. I'll Drizzly
or something. Yeah, there you
go.
40 ounces all day.
Yeah, we'll get you some old
D. We should definitely do that.
Cheesy stuffed crust.
40 hands again. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, let's. I think that has to go on the gram, Joe, when he goes there.
Yeah, okay? For sure.
We'll
I want a picture. I want a picture of you in the dumpster.
Yeah, but oh yeah, and there were pigeons over there too. The winged rats. They were living above on the where the FDR runs. So they were up there too. They were just
shitting on you.
Oh yeah, all night. It was a terrible night for me.
That sounds like a tough time.
Oh man, I tell you. Hey, but I made it out of there, and I'm alive.
So was it a deep? Like, did you need help getting out of that thing, or how'd that work?
I was in a little better shape than I am now. So just a matter of pushing down and pulling up and falling over.
So
You
what
know,
was the timeline? I'm trying to understand. What was the timeline? Like they threw you in around what? Dinner time around
About
6
maybe
p.m. Because
4
you
or
said you
5 in
started.
the evening.
And what time did you get out?
In the morning time, about 6 o'clock the next day.
No.
I'm not even
You
joking.
spent 12 hours in the dumpster?
But I woke up to the PD doing touch and goes on the ramp.
What's
I
a
was
touch
like,
and
wow,
go?
am I at
What's
work?
a touch and go?
The helicopters, they touch down and they take off.
Oh.
They were doing touch and goes on the ramp. And they
You're
could do it on
lucky
the weekend, but the weekend they were closed.
You're lucky it wasn't garbage pickup day because you
Yeah,
would have
dude.
woke up
Oh,
in Staten
shit.
Island.
Yo,
You would have
thank
been.
God.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's
would have
that's
been
the first thing that crossed Pat's mind when she said to, why do you all leave him in the dumpster? What if it was garbage day? I was like, thank God it wasn't. It was Saturday.
You would have ended up on a barge to Staten
my
Island.
God.
Did they?
Dude,
What year was this? What year was this?
90, I want to say 98.
Did you have a cell phone? You didn't have a cell phone, did you?
No, I don't really have stuff. I didn't get
You
cell
would
phone
have
like
been.
2001. I think.
Imagine that, Joe. Like not knowing where you are, right?
Yeah.
No cell phone. All right, in the middle of a dump on Staten Island.
God damn, you're in trouble.
Surrounded by rats the size of cats.
Oh yeah,
Rats
exactly,
the size of
bro.
cats.
And New York City rats, they don't care. You can't scare them. You know.
It reminds me of there was a John Candy movie when they were like rent-a-cops with the father in American Pie. What's his name with the big eyebrows?
Oh, I'm terrible.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, they like I don't know for some reason I think they like had to go through a garbage dump or something. It was I have to figure out that movie. I like those 80 movies.
Yeah, they're great.
We're actually guarding garbage.
You know, speaking of rats with wings, what's your take on geese? They're like raccoons with wings, man. I don't like geese.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, like those things, if you leave them alone, they don't mess with you. But when it comes to their kids or the newborns, they defend those, man.
They're kids.
Yeah, and they're vicious too.
They're assholes, man.
Yeah.
No, I know. Darren's got into it with a few of them because he wanted to kidnap one of the kids.
And stuff, and they don't stop, man. They keep coming back.
He threatened to cook it. He threatened to cook one of them.
You fought geese.
No.
Yes.
He can tell you. Valiantly, too.
I would eat one of those too, given the opportunity, but they won't let me.
Really?
Ross won't let me. Ross said, you can't kill it here.
Their shit is always all over the place.
Oh, man.
Speaking of geese,
dude, the parking lot is like literally a minefield. You can't. It's everywhere. It's too much. They're ridiculous. They're a pest.
Right. Well, I don't think they're protected, but you got to watch out. If they lay eggs on your property, you're fucked. You're just fucked. But like you got to like stand your ground and just keep like it's pretty much a game. It sounds funny, a game of chicken, right? Like if you go at them and you keep walking, they'll eventually back down. But you got to get pretty close to them before they start walking. Backing down. If you run, they're gonna chase you. And those things are dick height. If they snap at you, they're gonna clip you in the berries. But there's I don't know. I think it was Midwest or maybe near you, Joe, or something. That golfer that got I think he didn't get locked up, like a court appearance, a misdemeanor for killing one or trying to kill one. He didn't do a good job of killing one.
No, he hit a goose with his golf shot.
I'm thinking, right? Like, don't their necks stick up pretty high, right? So, a good swing with a golf club.
No.
He hit that thing right down, right?
I think he hit it with the ball. Right?
He hit it with the ball, dude.
Yeah. So he thought it was dying.
Okay.
So he wanted to put it out of its misery, and he went over to it and started beating the shit out of it with his golf club.
He people got PTSD from it.
Yeah, probably.
Really? See, that's what I'm talking about.
And
that's stuff I'm talking about.
So they brought it to a veterinarian, and the veterinarian was like, "Hey, man, everything was cool with this goose. Its wings were fine, its legs were fine. It probably was just dazed, but its skull was broken off of its spine because of a golf club." And then he said that they should arrest this guy for killing the goose.
That's terrible.
Yeah. It's a
What
bonus
what
for me.
part what part's terrible?
Yeah.
You waste the time with the police to go and arrest a guy for killing a creature it's not really liked. You know, what I mean, nobody really liked those animals. You know, it's like maybe I mean, I guess if I get one and I keep it as a pet and I raise it, which is another adventure I would like to do.
I
You know, what I
don't.
mean,
I
then
don't.
it'd be an issue. But come on, man.
I don't
You know,
like them, but I don't want to kill them with a golf club.
dude, I'll eat one of those if I get the opportunity. I'm not even joking. You know what I mean?
What do you think? What do you think a goose tastes like?
Not those geese.
Fucking
Those geese
meat.
taste like mud. They don't taste good at all. Like they just they're eating garbage. Like
They got to be greasy, right? Like a duck.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're super. That's all
And
dark
listen,
meat.
There's places out east on Long Island you could go hunting duck, and that's one of the animals
Duck?
you hunt.
Well, duck's good. I've had
yeah.
duck before.
They're not just ducks, those. And basically, all they do is
Wait,
they rip
wait,
the
wait,
crest
wait. Are you calling geese ducks?
No, well, overall when you say duck hunting, right? They have the other species that you hunt, but they let you shoot
Shouldn't
those
it be
too.
called bird hunting then? Bird
hunting, yeah, upland bird hunting.
Like duck hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like duck hunt, except you don't shoot dogs, Darren.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no dog laughing at you miss.
Right.
You know, but that's what, you know what? I'll get a piece of that, Ross. I'll cook it. I'll bring it in. I'll let you try it. Let me know what
Where are
you
you
think.
getting a piece of it? Where are you getting a piece of it from?
You could. I'm telling you, there's legal places on Long Island you could actually hunt them.
Geese.
Geese.
We have
You're
to be
gonna go
specific here. People don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, like Canadian geese. You get your tags like anything else. And
Really?
you
Canadian
hunt them.
goose.
Yeah.
Goose.
Geese,
Yeah.
goose, well, you know. And
Why
could
don't
hunt
you
them.
just hey Joe? Do you have that doctor's info? You just give it to Darren, and they'll just ship it over.
Yeah, he might have the goose on ice. So just
Yeah.
wait for somebody that wants.
Listen, I'm gonna cook a goose for Christmas this year. I already saw them. They sell them in Wegmans. Whole big gooses.
I was
Do
gonna
you
say,
get every part of the goose? You get like the head
whole goose,
too?
the whole carcass. You know, just except the head. I don't need to keep the head in there. It's
You
frozen,
you probably get a whole goose in Chinatown. They got the Peking ducks hanging. They probably have geese too.
Yeah, those are ducks. You need a goose, a big, Canadian goose or whatever.
How does one cook a goose?
You roast it, man. That's a big English thing. Cook a goose for Christmas. You heard that before?
Do you cook it like a turkey?
Yeah.
So you throw it in there. Yeah. That's
You
what I was.
gotta-
That's what
you
I was.
But you got to make like little cuts onto the breast meat because to render some of that fat, so it can like drip off because they have a lot of fat. You know what I mean?
Really?
So, yep.
Didn't know this.
And the
This is
French
all-
thing
this is-
that goose fat or that duck fat is like the most flavorful thing in the world.
Huh. All news to me.
Yeah.
I've never wanted
Shoot.
to eat any geese.
Really?
I've always just wanted to stay away and not walk through their shit.
The difference is Darren's always hungry. So everything is fair game. Everything's fair game. Doesn't matter.
Listen,
What type of wildlife you got in the mean streets of Philadelphia?
you got no wildlife around here, man. I wish I could tell you there was some kind of wild animal around here.
Nothing?
My in-laws, I see foxes and stuff and rabbits, but I can't eat a rabbit. There's no point in that.
It's a lot of work for a little gain. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. There's nothing in a rabbit. They're like, what do you eat? The back legs? That's probably it.
I've never had rabbit either.
Really?
No.
Ross has rabbits all over his backyard. You have him catch one for you.
You can have a rabbit anytime you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat. They're not. It's not a conducive environment for eating animals on Long Island, in my eyes. Right? Like, I don't know what type of toxic stuff is floating around, and we had the Canadian wildfires. You did too, Joe. You know, like I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't even. I mean, rarely, because my son likes to fish. We'll fish out of the Sound, and he has like once every 3 months he could eat one small flounder out of the Sound, because the last thing you need is an extra digit on your hand growing or something like a nub. You know?
You gotta moderation. You gotta limit your
right.
food from that source.
Right. But yeah, we'll find the dumpster. Maybe I'll get like one of my kids to decorate it for you. Like she'll put
Oh, you know what?
My daughter will put streamers and stuff on it.
We can color in. We can color in like
For me to
nice.
spend from 6 o'clock in the night to 6 o'clock in the morning in a dumpster.
And what I
gotta
want
make
is,
nice.
yeah, I want the list of your friends that threw you in. We'll send an invite to them so they could celebrate.
Mike, Tariq, and PJ.
We can make colorings for you and get magnets and put them on there like it's a refrigerator.
Jeez. So we want to replicate my one of my most weird nights. Because I tell you this, man, when you're drunk and you dream, and you know that old saying, when you're peeing in your dreams, you're peeing for real.
Dumpster dreams.
Yeah, it's for real.
That's a podcast to do on your own. Dumpster dreams from a dumpster. So what did you do? So you woke up. You're like, where the fuck am I? And how fast did you get to a shower?
Like, oh man, you kidding me? I took a taxi from there to home. I'm not even joking.
I feel bad for that taxi. You're lucky it wasn't Uber because they would have left you a bad review.
Yeah, you would have got in and they would have thought you puked immediately and charged you $200.
What was the conversation with the taxi driver? Did he
listen, man, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna sit back here and see if I slept till I got home too.
How long is that drive?
He didn't say like
Actually,
you smell
when
like
the guy got
garbage.
When he got off the Grand Central, he was like, hey guy, can you tell me where I go from here? Because they didn't have all that, navigation stuff. They had he had a TomTom, but he didn't know the exact address. So 168th Street and off of Hillside Avenue. So he kind of went that way, But I lived in the house over there.
How long of a drive was that?
How long was the driver?
No, how long of a drive was it from the dumpster to your house?
From the city on a Saturday morning at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. What are you looking at? 30 minutes?
I'll tell you this: if the garbage men picked you up, you probably throw them a 50. They drive you home.
Probably.
So were you single at the time, or what was the deal there? You had someone at home?
I wasn't single. I was dating this girl.
So you were?
But you came home to somebody?
You came home to somebody, or you came home by
No,
yourself?
no. I didn't come home to her. I wasn't living with her.
Oh, okay.
So what did you do with the clothes? You threw them
I
out.
threw
You
it
got
out.
naked out. You crossed the threshold with the clothes?
No, I went
go out
to the side of the house, right? Because the house had a alleyway in the side of it. I went into the basement and I took a shower in the basement bathroom, and then I went upstairs. So all the stuff had to go into the garbage, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you have dogs you have animals at the dogs or anything that were
No,
like,
we
what
didn't
the
have a
hell's
dog.
happening to you? Oh no.
No, we didn't have a dog. But my mother did ask me, why did you come through the back and not through the front door that night? Though?
Oh, you were living with your mom at the time?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm. Dude, I was 20 years old, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, that's something to be proud of. I'm sure she was very proud of you that night.
No, I used to crash out at people's houses and stuff. You know what I mean?
We have a nice dumpster in the back of our office. If you ever want to relive old times,
man. Hey, that's a deep dumpster, though.
I mean, in your friend's defense, they were all pissed drunk. They must.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It wasn't that. Oh, they did it maliciously.
No.
How was the next conversation? How was the next conversation with them?
Like, what the hell did you guys do to me, man? Like, yo, D, sorry, man. We was gonna come get you in the morning. We were gonna have to drive back and pick you up.
Yeah, right.
I was like, really?
I'm happy they took the 40s off your hands before they threw you in there.
Nah, but I think they knew it though. If they had tossed me in there with those in my hand, they would have probably broken. I would have cut myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you couldn't take it off because you're all taped up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, jeez. That'd be terrible.
I'm really curious what type of establishment's dumpster that was, because if it was like, it's like you have the paper dumpsters, and then you have
it wasn't food and stuff. It was like cardboard and like shredded paper.
You got lucky, man.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, you just lost all respect in my eyes. Like I thought you went hard.
No, not at all.
This is all getting cut out.
It's a heliport. There's no food in there. It was just.
Oh, it was a heliport dumpster.
Yeah. No, they didn't take me and throw me in the Deli's dumpster.
It was just like Billy Joel's lunch, Donald Trump's lunch.
Yeah, like invoices for those guys that they shred because they don't want to know who traveled through and stuff, so they just dump it all out.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Probably his.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I've seen that guy so many times, bro. It's not even funny.
Oh, all right. Let's
You
not.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't even know who he was back then either, you know?
I was picturing like Rotten Tomatoes and like
Yeah,
old meat,
No.
old meat, like using like
we spent 20 minutes on something that's not that interesting.
Well, I'm glad a little bit of a joy in my side comes out to be bad for you guys.
Yeah, I thought you were
It's
using like a sludgy bag of food as a pillow and shit like that.
It's like one step down from getting locked in Uline's warehouse, with all the boxes.
Dude, but the thing is, like, so if we ate in there, those garbage bags go in the trash too, right? So that's what the rats would come for.
Oh, so it's your fault that there were rats in there. Clearly.
Yeah, but we just cleaned up the building at the end of the night, put all the food, all the trash, and we did the lunch, leftovers and stuff in the garbage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you something, Darren. Right? You use the facilities in a public restroom. You wash your hands or no?
I tried to.
That's a no. That's a no.
I tried
no.
to. I can't.
Straight up.
I can't.
You know,
I try to wash my hands as many times for the day as I can, especially when I'm outside.
So here's what that answer was, right? Because it wasn't a hard yes. Like it's a black and white question. So
Right.
it's I try to if there's people there. I don't if there isn't. If there's a lot of people there and I don't want to wash my hands, I just run the water. I pretend.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is.
No,
because
I was the thing with that, right? Wash lately, if you're outside and you use the facility, you should wash your hands. But I mean, come on. I mean, who walked out of the bathroom without washing their hands before? Come on. Don't tell me you used to wash your hands every single time.
I said a public facility.
I wash my hands.
You don't wash your hands every single time.
I wash my hands every time.
Even a public facility.
In a public facility?
Yeah.
Even more. I won't even like flush a urinal. I don't want to touch that shit.
Exactly. Right. And then you ever notice you get to sometimes the sink and then it's like the sink is just disgusting. It looks more dirty than the fucking urinal. So that's kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Wash my hand in this infected sink. See how that
the way
looks.
you do it is. Well, I don't like the ones with the hot air dryers. I'm a paper towel guy because
I'm a paper towel guy.
You can't, especially the sinks that don't have the sensor where you have to actually turn a knob. You have cleanly washed hands, and then you're turning the knob back off for the people like him that fake wash their hands.
No. Listen, man.
And that's how it goes, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what. I was at a hockey game a while back this past season, and it was like straight fist fights over this stuff. It was like you get the bros, right? And there's always like one like super clean guy that wants to show. I don't even know who he should. It's a men's restroom. Like, who cares, right? It's hockey.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he just he was like, "Wash your hands, bro. Wash your hands," and started a fist fight.
Wow.
Nuts. Did you witness it?
I left. It wasn't like I stayed and admire. I just got out of there. I wanted to see the end of the third period.
Oh yeah, that's more important than some random fist fight over washing hands.
I would have stayed for the fight. Fuck that.
That's how it is with this guy.
Listen, man.
Darren's always looking anywhere. Darren can get a free pay-per-view. That's what this guy does.
Hey, listen, a good fight's always a good thing to watch, man. Sometimes a guy falls down, it's even better, you know?
Yeah, I guess so, Darren. But the rule of thumb is just wash your hands, dude. Just wash your
absolutely.
hands.
Wash your hands and then go back to your business because, you know what I mean? Drinking a beer with your dirty hands, you know, that's annoying. I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like the guy was like gonna share the pretzel with the other dude that didn't wash his hands.
Yeah, exactly.
So like it's like none of his business.
That's what I said, right? That's an unnecessary fight over there. Dude, you know what? You ain't probably even sitting next to the guy or anywhere close to the guy. Mind your business and go about it.
Well, that's more or less what the guy said to him, and then it kind of. I mean, there was definitely alcohol involved too.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I find there's those people like you have that friend that likes to step on people's shoes. Like there's those people that look for fights when they go somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
He steps on people's shoes.
Dude, this guy would. I swear to God, my 21st birthday, right? We go to this club in Brooklyn.
Is this
having a good
before or
time.
after? Is this before or after the dumpster incident?
This is after the dumpster.
I was gonna ask because
Well,
he's
he
after
wasn't part of the
dumpster, right?
dumpster incident, though, right? So this is
all right.
Was he a
PJ's brother,
dumpster friend?
guys, right? And we go to this club, right? And that night, the Bud Light girls were there. They were like this troop of girls that travel around to all the bars and stuff. Dude, I swear to God, I thought I was getting somewhere with one of them, right? So we having
nowadays, not getting political. Nowadays, you don't know if it's a Bud Light girl or
well now you gotta be a little wary, you know.
Yeah. You gotta do you gotta do a Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, exactly. I mean. You read my mind. I'm gonna say you
gotta ask them to turn their head and cough.
Man, this guy, he would literally walk on the floor and step on people's shoes and start a fight. And all I know is like PJ comes get me, dang, yo, D, Payne's getting into a fight. Dude, I gotta run up from where I was because we were down talking to this girl downstairs. Run up the flight to go into the middle of the floor to see Pay and PJ fighting about 10 guys. Of course, I get into the fight, right? The guy, one of the bouncers grabbed me in a full Nelson. He's pulling me out of the thing because I'm the biggest guy among the three of us, right? And he's yanking me out, right? I'm like, all right, I'm good. The guy punches me while the guy's holding me. So I was like, all right, yo, listen, man, I'm good. Let me go. Bro, I came off with a donkey punch off the wall, caught the guy square in the face. Boom. At that point, the taser just took the bouncer tased me right in the neck. Oh, my God. I think I went out. Because I don't remember much after that. Next thing I know, I'm outside in a puddle of water on the road because they were digging the road up or whatever, and they threw me in the fucking puddle of water, man. I'm like, dude, I'm wearing a white shirt. Come on, you know what I mean?
You got tased because your friend stepped on people's shoes?
Yeah, because they started a fight, so I got tased.
People get pissed if you look at their shoes wrong. Like, couldn't imagine walking.
So what's worse, the puddle of water or the dumpster?
Well, the bouncers did that to me, so I got up and I cussed at them a little bit and shit, and then they threatened to call the police on me, so I left quietly at that point.
That was a no answer. No answer.
Where would you rather sleep? In the dumpster or
sleep the puddle of water?
I'd rather slept in the dumpster. In that dumpster.
Because I was going to ask you, if you tell me the cross street, I'll pinpoint you a pizza there too. We'll relive it all.
I don't even know if this club is even open anymore in Brooklyn. I was like, wow. That was a good night still, though. Getting tased is always fun, but the taser burned 2 holes on my neck, man, literally. That's how hard that guy punched that into my neck. I was like, damn.
So did you go for food after, or what did you do after the puddle?
Yeah, I ended up in the diner, the Georgia Peach Diner on freaking Queens Boulevard.
Just a few French fries and gravy, or what's your go-to at the diner?
Yeah. Cheeseburgers.
What do they call that?
Cheeseburgers.
What was that? Disco fries or whatever they call that, right?
Oh, no, I don't know about gravy and fries, man. I'm just a ketchup, ketchup and mayo.
Mayo?
Yeah.
I can't do mayo on my fries.
Really? You should see. There's some people we know. That's what they eat it. Mayo, no ketchup. Just yeah. You know what I mean?
I thought you guys had Cheese Whiz everywhere. Or this was in New York, right? In Philadelphia.
That's a Philly thing. Cheese Whiz is a Philly thing.
Yeah. He now he eats Cheese Whiz. It's like you go to a restaurant and they have the condiments. They got a squeezed bottle of ketchup, mustard, and Cheese Whiz.
And Cheese Whiz. Dude, I'm telling you, like you ask for a cheesesteak with anything but Whiz, people look at you funny in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually Cheese Whiz, right? It's not like
it's the shit in the can, man. The one that you spray. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Really? So it's not the jar.
Say again?
No, he's totally off basis. He doesn't know his whizzes.
I don't know my whizzes.
He doesn't know his whizzes. It's not aerosol cheese. It's like vat cheese. It's like ladle cheese.
It's a liquid cheese, right? But it's the same thing. You know,
not really. It's like saying, do you want milk with your cereal or whipped cream?
Hey, you're right. But it's that cheese paste thing that they put on everything over here. So it's good. You dip your pretzels in it, it's even better.
Yeah.
Oh, forget that. You know where you're going with that one. Pretzels
Cheesy
and
pretzels,
cheese.
you
Cheesy
know?
pretzels.
Those are
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
favorite
That
combos.
explains this lovely figure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost everything's a vehicle of just getting cheese in your mouth. Not just you.
Yeah.
I'll use anything like pretzels. I'll even
Well,
use
pretzel,
Doritos.
you could just shovel it in with a pretzel if you
Yeah.
want
Oh,
to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll use
You
Doritos.
can't use thin pretzels though. You got to use the doughy, hard, big ones. You know what I mean?
If you use the thin ones, it just gets on your fingers, and then you
Yeah,
don't
Yeah.
wash your hands
Just
going to
you
the
don't wash
bathroom.
your
shove your
hands,
whole
then-
fingers in
Yeah.
your mouth.
You're good.
If you don't wash your
just
hands,
lick 'em
or
up.
if you turn off the water after someone that doesn't wash their hands, you're just licking their.
Oh
you're just
yeah,
licking-
exactly.
You're just licking their nuts
Yeah.
off your
There you go. How's those taste, buddy?
Next thing you know, he's got like a he's got like one pube in between
Yeah.
his teeth.
It's like just hanging off his lip.
Hey,
Hey, that doesn't look like it matches the
very
color of
cheesy
your
cheese
other.
over here, you know?
Yeah,
Someone's like, I diet all the time. Don't worry about it.
right. Yeah,
You know,
just
black
for men.
listeners?
Right.
Just for men.
Mhm.
What are you drinking
You know,
there?
the drink.
Vodka? You drinking vodka?
Gin.
Gin?
Yeah.
You're a gin guy?
Yeah, man. Lately, gin and tonic is good.
Yeah.
Gin and
I
tonic
mean, a
is
lot
really
of the
good.
people drink that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably switch.
I thought you were more like a vodka cranberry guy.
No, one of my Cosmo drinker. I don't never really cared for vodka, but I'll shoot it if I have to.
Yeah. I'll drink it with some cranberry juice.
Yeah.
It's not my
Really?
go-to though. I mean, if
What's the
somebody makes
go-to, Joe?
beer, just a beer guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Ross, we know yours. No.
Yeah. I mean, you used to drink all those drinks at the Chandelier Bar, the Szechuan pepper drinks.
Oh yeah,
Just
that
sit
was a
there.
good thing.
You just sit there, Joe, with a Bubba Gump lip.
Oh yeah. Hey Joe, you did it, right? You remember it, right?
The flower drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that thing's awesome.
That was pretty cool, right? I like that. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. I love that drink. I remember
a little childish, but this shit was good.
there was one year where I had two of them, and that was a mistake. Like it was
Really?
just, yeah, that hurt the next day because we're there for work, so you have to get up early the next day, and it's
Oh,
always
yeah.
a drag.
Oh yeah.
You held
Fucking-
your own, though. You didn't end up in a dumpster or anything.
No, I didn't end up in a
And he
dumpster.
had two of them, man. I had 440 ounces, man. How much is that? What's that? 160 ounces?
Congrats.
Four-
You get your
Everybody-
mathematics trophy.
Everybody was peeing myself on the way to the dumpster, you know?
That's why they were probably trying to walk you home, and you just kept pissing yourself. So like, just throw them in the dumpster.
Yeah.
I'm not carrying them anymore, dude.
You got
I'm,
one
I'm,
block, and then they came back.
covered-
Like, you put them in the dumpster, man.
I'm covered in piss. He didn't wash his hands. I gotta get out of here.
This guy didn't wash his hand. He just peed himself.
He just pissed himself.
Yeah, man, but,
Probably. I mean, if he was big, I don't know how big he was back then, but I could only imagine. It's like trying to throw Andre the Giant over the top rope,
Oh,
yeah.
right?
Yo,
Getting
and-
into
yo,
and you have one guy with each leg, and then one poor schmuck in the middle just getting
Oh.
pissed off. Who was your
Eh.
shortest friend right then? Because the shortest one got the middle, got the
PJ.
got the yeah, he got the
Is
junk.
that the guy that steps on
Yeah.
shoes?
man.
He literally and figuratively got a golden shower that night. His first one.
Why? Why is
Yo,
it so
bro,
damp?
Let me tell you something. You smell so bad. Just from drinking and sweating out that 40 ounce. Oh my God.
And
remember
piss,
that too.
And piss. Yeah.
I thinking about it, I felt bad for the taxi driver. It was just like, that wasn't right. You know what I mean?
Oh, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
you
get
have to-
home
yep.
somehow, right? I wasn't gonna take the train because my head was literally splitting open, man. It
Oh,
Oh,
wasn't-
you cut yourself from the
no, my
dumpster?
head, the headache that followed the day after, next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, four,
Yeah.
I never
440s.
knew about no Gatorade and shit. I didn't know what the hell to do. You know?
440s will do that to you, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the creme de la creme of alcohol.
Yeah. Remember that Steel Reserve shit?
Oh
Remember
yeah.
Yeah, that was like they're all there. They're all
Yeah,
there.
that-
All the players. I remember drinking
King Cobra.
40s.
What
I
was
mean,
King Cobra? 50 cents a 12-ounce can?
dude, I was wealthy. I bought the 40s. I don't know how much a can was.
Mm-hmm.
I remember though, you get to like that last like 5-6 ounces. Oh
It get warm and it's gross, man.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's,
No,
it's
no,
That's the
terrible.
thing. Like the reason why I was able to drink those like that quickly is because I didn't like the taste of it, so I would chug as much of it as I can.
Ugh.
Every time I would take the bottle to the head, it was like, oh,
The only time I regularly drank 40s was there was this bar in college that would give you, it was cheap as hell. It'd give you a 40 of Budweiser, but then it'd give you this like little Italian glass to drink it out of. So you didn't actually drink out of the 40. You just sat there by yourself and just refilled yourself all the time.
oh, jeez.
So it really didn't get that. It really didn't get that cold because you crushed it, and then sometimes you would just share it. But that's the only time that I actually like enjoyed an order, like purposely drank a 40 when it wasn't,
Yeah,
you know,
I
something
mean,
stupid.
I don't know. I don't know if I could take 140 now. That's
No.
just that
They get
malt
too warm.
we
liquor
should
is
try.
rough.
We should try it on one of
On the
these.
show. Yeah, we should do.
Yeah,
we
we'll
should.
each get a 40 of our choice, and we don't
Yeah.
get off until we finish it.
Oh man,
How about 2 instead of 1?
2.
And we got
Damn.
45 minutes to do it.
Oh no
No,
way.
no.
It's like power hour. We're gonna be ripped.
So let's go. Let's go. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do it right. I want to see you guys get up and walk. I can't walk.
So we fall over this plant.
You know, Joe, off camera, right? After this, we'll just tell me, yeah, we'll do it. I'll pour one out, you pour one out, and we'll just you know what we're doing.
All right. Next week, everybody get their 40 of their choice.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh man, yeah.
This sounds great. Let me tell you, this I can't wait. Can't wait.
I hope we do it on a school night too. It's gonna be.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. 140 ounce. That's it. We could do that.
I think I'm gonna do Colt 45. That was the cool one, right?
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That was.
I remember. I went to.
That
the
was
store.
Lando Calrissian, right?
Yeah, Lando sold
Lando.
that shit.
Yeah.
I went to the store one day for a buddy of mine, right? And I bought him a Colt 45, and they were like $225, I think. They came back and he's like, "Where's my 75?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "I could put $225 with that 75 and get another Colt 45."
I used to work at a drive-through liquor store in college, and people would
That
get
sounds like that sounds like such a stupid business. Drive-through liquor store?
Well, yeah, it made there was regulars that came in every day. You don't have to get out of your car, and these people would, and I would hear their car and know who was pulling up, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's Tim," you know. So I'd grab a 12-pack of Black Label and a pack of Marlboros, have them ready. So I developed this relationship with all these people, and then they would even like tip me because they didn't have to wait like, you know, the 3 or 4 minutes that it would take to go into the cooler and get whatever the hell I wanted. But
That's crazy.
but kids used to try to, because so the 40s and like the double deucers and stuff would be like towards the edge of the drive-through, and they would try to steal shit all the time. And so I had to run a couple of them down, but I was in college too, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, wait for me. Let me join you.
Right.
I loved that job. It was awesome. It was
That's
so weird. I met so many weird people, and like even like hung out with them after work because they would pick up a 12-pack and then I'd get in their car and go to some party or something like that. Yeah, it was good times. What a weird business though. That it was. I've only seen it like I went to Kent, so it's the only time I've seen a drive-through liquor store was in that area.
They had like a whole menu. Like how did that work?
I don't know if there was liquor. It was definitely a shit ton of beer.
Oh, it was just beer?
I can't remember now. It was like also like it was like a convenient, like a very small convenience store too. So like it wasn't just alcohol.
Right.
But they
used
to
have
had cigarettes.
Those. Yeah. I
Lottos.
don't think they had alcohol. You were running Keno cards while you were driving through.
This one dude, my boss was so shiesty. He was like, because these people would come through and like want lotto numbers, but didn't have cash. So he'd be like, I don't remember like where he was from. He was like, just run it on the card and like maybe take cash out of the register, like all this weird shit, and he just pocket all this stuff. Oh yeah, he was such a weird dude. That's why I was like, it was a fun job because it didn't matter what happened. But he did some weird shit, and it was like, and it was also a butcher place. So we get all this weird meat and cut. It was such a weird store. But I would get free steaks like once a week.
Oh.
And then my boss would take me
I
out.
bought the steaks from the liquor store.
Yeah. And then he would take me out if I closed sometimes and get me trashed.
Oh man.
Oh, that was a fun job. That was a fun time.
Is it still in business?
No, I doubt it.
Oh,
The worst part was changing the sign. We used to have a sign that was like out on the street that had like maybe like a seriously like a 3-foot ledge. So you had to climb up of it with a ladder. And I'm like trying to balance. I don't like heights anyway. Trying to put in fucking letters, to say out like, like
what was
Bob's
on
Meats.
sale?
Yeah, Bob's Meats, get sausage for $1. Shit like that. Pick up a 12-pack while you're at it, and like I'm up on this thing, thinking I'm gonna fall to my death. What a weird job. Got paid like
Definitely.
like
We all had some
$8 an hour.
interesting jobs in this lifetime. Believe me.
Yeah, I remember it though. It was fun. My friend got the job for me. Actually, I remember that. Yeah, good times. Well,
You ever get to cut the meat or no?
No, never cut the meat. I only ate it. And sometimes he would cook out in the back. It was such a weird fucking place.
Dude, interesting job.
Yeah.
You know what? Because I know Joe. Joe is like a very genuine person. Darren, it was definitely a front for like drugs or something. Like, there was something going on there. There's no way. There's no way that's a legitimate business. It's like, he's like, oh, I want 2 porterhouses. It's like a a brick of cocaine he's handing the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the top layer was all sausage, and underneath that was just a bunch of coke and drugs. And I'm like, wow, look at this, it's delicious.
Oh god, there you go. Guys are going nuts.
Yeah.
And my boss is like, yeah, take it.
That's exactly what happened.
Man.
Yeah, that guy's probably dead now. I feel bad for him. he was nice to me. He was kind of a dick to other people, but well, that was a lot of stuff there. We talked about dumpsters. We didn't talk about dumpster diving, but still,
that'll be the next one.
Yeah, that'll be the next one.
Everyone should look forward to the anniversary of Darren's dumpster adventure. We'll put it on the gram.
Hey,
it's
it's
weekend?
Saturday.
That's this week, this coming weekend.
This Saturday, yep.
Yeah.
I'll go find a dumpster and crawl into it just because of that, all right?
I want to see a picture
right.
of you.
I'm going to take a picture of it.
Peeking out like that.
Me the dumpster.
No, with one hand out with the taped with a 40 around it. With your eyes open.
Yeah, I'll send you guys that picture when I take it.
Yeah. So, but
right,
we'll do the episode 2 where we drink a 40 as well. So
yeah, we'll do that.
All right, right on.
Take it easy, guys.
So yeah, another episode in the books. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to subscribe and comment on what you want us to talk about. We'll see you next time. Later, dudes.
Peace.